But the Yankees win their game today, now fly to Houston, and it was a later game for them, and then they have to turn it around and get it going. How big of an advantage is that for your brother who is on the mound tomorrow and the Astros?
I think it's a big advantage for the series.
Okay.
You know, you look at game one, and it's going to be, okay, we'll figure that out on the plane ride there, which is another point. Like, you win these games, you win these series. We saw the party the Padres had the other night.
Yeah.
Yankees can't do that.
Nope.
They can't drink. They can't go out and get hammered with each other. They got to hop on a plane and go to Houston, go to sleep, and wake up and play in game one of the ALCS. That's wild. So, yeah, like I said, you can't plan for another series when you have to win the one at hand. That planning comes now on a flight to Houston. They're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And that's advantage Houston. You know, whether it be in game one or game two that there's an advantage, using that, having to use the bullpen the way they did, I mean, the advantage isn't necessarily in one game. You see it over the course of games, which they have to piece together their pitching now, which is a big deal. So that'll be interesting to see. One big thing that was very helpful to the Yankees tonight is Garrett Cole, who pitched the other night, threw 110 pitches and then came back in the locker room the next day and said, I'm ready.
Put me in,
I
coach.
can pitch. The game got delayed until the next day. He was even more ready to pitch. He was getting loose in the ninth inning, but they did not have to use him, which is big coming into this series against the Astros. But he was there. He was ready. It was 5-1 in the ninth inning. They got a runner on base. Garrett Cole was warming up, and it almost felt like if one more thing happens, Garrett Cole is coming in the game, and that sets them back another degree in the next series.
So, but that's the mentality you want to see from your top dogs in that moment. I don't care. Put me in. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. But let's talk about the mentality for the Astros, because they've had a couple days rest. They've gotten to kind of sit back, probably watch these games. You got the Yankees coming in, no rest. What's your mentality going into game one tomorrow?
The mentality is we have home field advantage.
Yeah.
We, as if you're the Astros, we have home field advantage. We have our guys lined up. We have Justin. We have Framber Valdez. We have Lance McCullers. 1, 2, 3. The Yankees don't. Now's the time to pounce. You have to win
early
those first two games at home. Now, the Astros are a team that have shown we can win on the road. It doesn't really matter. The last few playoff runs that they've been on, that I was fortunate enough to be on a part of and go along with them with my brother, I remember it vividly. Series against the Yankees, they split at home, then they go on the road and they win 2 of 3 in New York. And then the World Series in 2019, they lost the first 2 at home. They go on the road to Washington and won every single game there, which turned out to be the first series in professional sports where the home team lost every single game of the World Series. So that was wild to begin with. But the Astros can win on the road, but with the advantage they have with the Yankees coming off of this series, the biggest advantage comes in those first 2 games because of their setback with the pitching. So you don't want to get to that off day. You want to take care of business in those first 2 games, go up 2-0, go to New York, take care of business. You can end it there or have the big advantage coming back home. But that big advantage comes in the first 2 games. They have to take advantage, do what they've done all year, pitch well, and score more runs than the other team. And when you do that, if you score more runs than the other team, you're typically going to win baseball games.
I think that's how you win a game.
That's what they need to do.
You know what I'm most excited about?
What?
Is watching you freak out during our post-game show tomorrow because your brother is going to be pitching, most likely right during that time.
That's
and
happening.
I haven't been able to see you in your freak out
People
yet
don't.
while your
I don't watch.
brother's pitching. So if you want to see a full Ben Verlander meltdown, tune into our post-game show tomorrow because this is going to be epic all time.
I don't watch Justin in front of people because I am not a joy to be around. So we have a live post-game show after Game 2 tomorrow, which is right around the time Game 1 of the ALCS will be starting in Houston, which my brother will be on the mound for. So entertainment for a lot of reasons, because we'll be doing this show, but you will also be seeing me probably have a meltdown. Even though I won't know what's going on, my nails will be gone. I'll probably be bleeding from my fingernails. It will be a fiasco. But look, every once in a while, I take a moment. We cover the game of baseball.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, when my brother is on the mound, I step out of that role, and I watch the game as my brother, as my family, as a guy that I love and have looked up to much of my life. And to have those things overlap is going to be madness, because I will be here working as hard as I can and also freaking out internally at the same time, and that's okay.
I literally can't wait.
Yeah,
I am so excited.
I literally can't wait because I need it to be done with.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Looking ahead to that series, what are kind of your key guys you're focusing on?
In that series? For me, I look at a couple. One, Jose Altuve, who went 0 for 16 in round 1. In the playoffs, he doesn't have a hit yet.
That's big.
He's Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
He hit 300 on the season. He was dominant. He was an all-star. He's perhaps the second-best baseman in the game of baseball. You need him. And I don't want to say you didn't need him in that first round, but they ended up sweeping the Mariners. But I don't even like saying they swept the Mariners. They did, but that was a very hard-fought series and could have gone either way. You end up sweeping the Mariners with Jose Altuve not getting a single hit.
Yeah.
You're facing the New York Yankees now.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different. It feels different. It's the CS. You can't go into that series with your guy, Jose Altuve, not getting a single hit. So for me, that's one. I have a couple, but do you got
I'm asking for you. Keep going.
Okay, another one. I'm going to say Justin, just because didn't have a great start against Seattle, which is really one of his only 2 not great starts of the year.
Yeah.
Said today, as in, what day is today?
Today is Tuesday.
Today, as in Tuesday, in a press conference, that figured something out, saw some stuff in video, worked on his mechanics a little bit, and he is really excited to get back out there. Justin's, I'm not going to say going to. I'm very superstitious when it comes to my brother. Hopefully Justin wins his 3rd Cy Young Award this year. He was that good. We will see if he will be that good in this in the ALCS.
Yeah.
Another one for me on the Yankees side is, how do you not say this answer?
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Has to be.
We saw in that first series against Cleveland, he ended up, because of the home run in Game 5, having a couple of home runs, but he wasn't great in that series. Along the same lines of Jose Altuve, Aaron Judge needs to be Aaron Judge, and that's pretty simple. So I know I'm pointing at the stars now, but this series with the Yankees and Astros is full of superstars. Those stars need to be the guys and step up and be really good.
Yes, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Both these series are really good series.
I'm so excited for this. This wasn't the series that anybody expected on the National League side. I am so excited for this series because both of these teams are playing such good baseball, and both of these fan bases are starving for winning.
Yes.
And that's one thing that John Smoltz told me earlier today is, yeah, they may have the Padres may have taken down the Dodgers and the fan base got really into it, but at the end of the day, they just want to win a World Series. They're starving for that. And the Phillies haven't been to one in forever. I mean, these two fan bases haven't tasted winning in years and years. So to have these two teams playing great baseball, we can't look past that point. These teams are full of superstars and really, really good, and they're playing good baseball. But they also are two fan bases that are starving for winners. So, yes, on the American League side, good series, but I am super excited to be along for this series because we're getting these crowds and these fan bases and going to be on these fields, and you can feel the energy in the stands with these guys for sure.
Yeah,